You're watching Android FPS.
In CSGO, there have been a lot of changes, a lot of insane things that I could talk about, but I'm just going to talk about JW for a bit. Now, JW, he's an amazing player from Fnatic, and the thing about him is the way that he eats sandwiches is exactly the same way that Dennis Littlejohn eats sandwiches. Now, you're saying, who's Dennis Littlejohn? Dennis Littlejohn, he was a minor league baseball player for the Fresno Giants back in the mid-70s. Now, believe it or not, Dennis Littlejohn made it from the minors to the majors just the same way that JW has been in several majors before. So there's a strong correlation between these two players. I watched a lot of footage of both JW and Dennis Littlejohn, and I could tell you right now that JW is going to be very successful in the future. Now you're saying, what does baseball have to do with Counter-Strike? It has a lot to do, actually. It has very much to do with Counter-Strike. Both in baseball and Counter-Strike, you have to have a lot of skill, teamwork, focus, aim, strategy. Now, Dennis Littlejohn was also a catcher. And a catcher is basically sitting down. JW always sits down when he plays. So JW is going to be going far. Now, I want to address, if I can, some of the things that have been said about me, and some things that I'm some kind of like a racist or something. Now, yes, I've said a few things that were controversial, that might be considered to be a bit racist, and especially regarding the Katowice or the Katowice, however you want to say it, that incident. I am not a racist. I have nothing against those inbred nice Polish people. If you want to see my statement, you can check out my novel online. Now, you may say, why am I talking so quietly in this video and not in other videos? It's because my parents are asleep in the other room and I don't want to wake them up. Now, some people say that I bring up obscure or irrelevant references, but that's like what people say when you have too much good bacteria in yogurt. See, probiotic yogurt is good, yes, but it aids digestion, right? And too much digestion is by definition not a good thing. So it's just like nobody's going to go ahead and eat pure bacteria, right? That's gross, nasty. You see what I mean? People ask me all the time, why are you so right with your strategies? How do you know so much about CSGO and esports? Now, my predictions are almost 100% correct. Now, why is this? I study esports a hell of a lot, mate. A hell of a lot, mate. See, there's not enough time in a day for me to go back and look at all the videos and the VODs and to watch and analyze everything and all the player strategies. So what I've done is I've actually gone and I built a time machine. So it's sort of a time machine where I can go back in time and watch VODs all the time. See, even when I'm going to the bathroom, I'm taking a crap, or I'm pissing or taking a shower, I have a tablet right there with me, so I can watch the video, I can analyze the strategies, I can see pops, nades, and flashes and things like this. I'm watching old plays and obscure old matches from back then, CS 1.6, when there were hardly any players back then at all. Now that's the real reason why I wear all these winter clothes, because when you go through a alternate dimension and you go through time, it gets actually quite cold. Now, I'm really happy working with Fiflaren because he's not like an idiot like a lot of other players. He's actually a real professional player who knows what he's talking about. And plus, all the girls are always after him because he's such an attractive young man, and they're trying to use me to get to him, which is it's okay, bring it on, I say.